And there it is. Bang. That's right. Josiah Jervis, top 40 kid, the number 2 ranked shooting guard in the country. Yeah, you already know it. He's a Michigan State Spartan, and my God, Tom Izzo could be building another monster class right now.
You are Locked On Spartans, your daily podcast on the Michigan State Spartans, part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
Today's bonus episode is brought to you by FanDuel. Right now, new customers can bet just $5, and if your bet wins, you'll get $300 in bonus bets to use across the app. Download the app today. Spartan friends, Spartan family, Locked On Spartans listeners, how on earth are we all doing in the middle of this Wednesday? Or let's say you're listening Thursday, Friday, whatever day it is. Thanks a lot for making us your first listen every single day right here on the Locked On Podcast Network. Please rate, review, subscribe, comment below if you're feeling what I'm feeling. That's right. That's Tom Izzo at the age of 70. Just brewing up another monster class. The latest commit to this one. 4-star shooting guard out of New York. That's right. You already know who it is. It's Josiah Jervis. And man, oh man, whenever we've talked about basketball recruiting, this is a kid that's put a twinkle in our eye. Whether it's just me talking, whether we've had some fine guests on here to talk about him. This kid looks like he was built in a Michigan State basketball factory. And here he is. He's going to come to East Lansing as part of this already great, could even get better 2026 class. More on that here a little bit. But let's just talk about the man, the myth, the legend, Josiah Jervis. All 6'4", 190 pounds out of him. Again, guys, coming from New York, out of the Bronx. He is the number 35th overall ranked kid, according to the 24/7 Sports Composite. He is, like I've said already, the number 2 ranked shooting guard in the whole country. And guys, at the moment, hey, you want to stack it up against other Big Ten teams? At the moment, this is the 3rd highest ranked commit amongst Big Ten teams. Oregon's got a guy, Taj Ariza. He's number 17. Anthony Thompson. He's the number 8 kid in the class. He's going to Ohio State. But right now, as things stand, and there's a lot more dust to settle for the 2026 class, Michigan State is one of the best kids amongst Big Ten teams. So who did Michigan State have to beat to get Josiah Jervis locked in 2026? Well, yeah, they had to beat another Big Ten brethren. They had to beat out Illinois for his services. They also had some hot competition from NC State and also Pitt. Kind of made things a little interesting. You wouldn't think, the Pitt Panthers would be much of a threat, but depending on who you believe and what you hear, like they were tight here. I mean, they kept things a little sweaty here for Michigan State, but hey, doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who the silver medalist is, because all that matters is that MSU got the gold right here. Now let's talk about Josiah and his game right now. I mean, there's no question when you throw the film on, whether it's his high school tape at Archbishop Stepanak or his AAU film, there's no wondering how on earth he found his way in the top 40 of these national rankings. I mean, he's every bit of a 3-level scorer that you could ever want. I mean, on the perimeter, look, that's a quick release that he's got for a high school kid. I mean, he don't take much time to get that ball out of his hands. So it's lethal, both whether it's off the catch and shoot, whether it's off the dribble. I mean, he can create his own shot. He has shown that on the tape, and it's more so in the mid-range game. Obviously, it's going to be a little bit more difficult to do it at the collegiate level, especially right off the bat as a freshman. I think he's going to step in here and have an immediate role instantly, and you're going to be able to seize that from day one with the little bit of shot creation he does have. But again, that's only going to be something that's going to get better as his career unfolds here in East Lansing. But at the very least, again, quick shot, quick release, one that goes in quite often. I mean, you'd like to see that from a kid that's ranked in the top 40. But also, too, I mean, he does finish at the rim pretty well. Now, he's not this high-flying Cohen Carr type player where he's going to be finishing above the rim. I mean, he's, for the most part, a below-the-rim player. But my God, you also look at what he does. He's pretty acrobatic in the air. He has great body control. Again, all the traits that you want out of a guy that is a top 40 kid going to be flirting with McDonald's All-American status. This is what you want, and this is what you got if you're a Michigan State fan. Now, if you're a Michigan State fan, you also want to know about the defense, too, because, well, if you ain't playing defense, you're not going to be playing at Michigan State. And also, at this point, we already know it. If you can't play defense, you're probably not being recruited by Tom Izzo in the first place. So what helps here is that not just 6'4", but 6'8" on the wingspan too. That's going to bother some opponents on the perimeter. So guys, it's a great pickup for Michigan State. Again, been watching this kid for the last few months, was really excited when he visited at the beginning of the football season. I mean, you go back to that picture that he had after his official visit with Tom Izzo, also like roaring and yelling at the camera, like, oh my God, what has he ever done that for any other recruit on campus? Oh my God, Tommy wants this guy bad. But hey, he's got him. He's got him, and he's also got some other pretty talented guys in this 2026 class. So right now, with 3 guys locked into the 2026 class, and again, there's a lot more dust to settle, Michigan State ranks in the top 5 right now, according to the 24/7 Sports Composite. As a matter of fact, according to the good old class calculator on their website, they are behind number 1 Kansas, number 2 Mizzou, and number 3 Oklahoma State. Obviously, that means that they are the top-ranked Big Ten team at the moment. And I don't say like at the moment, you know, just like, hey, other teams can catch up to them. Yes, of course they can, but Michigan State might even be getting better here in a little bit. Again, I keep teasing this, but let's just talk about what 2026 means. Like before we even get to game number 2 of the 2025-26 season, let's talk about the 26-27 season. Why not, right? What better time to talk about it? So here is what your roster is going to be looking like. At point guard, no shortage of options there, right? I mean, 3.5 year of Jeremy Fear's eligibility. You have 3rd year of Divine Ukachukwu, or eligibility-wise, I should mean, 2nd year at State, obviously. And then Carlos Medlock, true freshman. This was the first commit of the class. And then at shooting guard, junior year Kurt Tang, Josiah Jervis coming off the bench. And then at the small forward position, Cohen Carr, should he stick around? I don't suspect that he will, but just for sake of conversation, let's say that Cohen Carr is still here. At the very least, you got Jordan Scott, who's been looking really solid. I mean, I know it's just one official game so far. He looks solid in the other 2 scrimmages too. And then right behind him, should he rehab pretty well from this injury, Caleb Glenn's still around, still got eligibility in 2026. And then you move it down to the big guys down low, power forward Cam Ward, Julius Avent, another guy in this class that I really like, kind of reminds me a lot of Malik Hall when I watch his tape. And then at center, Jesse McCulloch. So look, when you add in Cohen Carr, just for sake of conversation, that's 11 guys for the 2026 class. Now, again, let's say Cohen Carr leaves. That's going to be 10 guys. But who do you still need for 2026? Like, if you're going to just build this out to be a 4, dare I say 5-man class for 2026, like, what are the needs out there? Well, you got your point guard in Carlos Medlock. You got your 4 guy in Julius Avent. Clearly, you got your 2 guy in Josiah Jervis. Well, there's 2 guys that are still out there. And I think there's the only 2 guys that Michigan State is going to be keeping their eyes on, and they are keeping their eyes on them for a good reason. The first kid, Ethan Taylor. Hey, Michigan State needs a big man. Can't just be Jesse McCulloch the entire season, as good as he may be. 40 minutes per game might be a little tough for the kid. Well, how about Ethan Taylor? And you guys maybe have heard about him. I'm sure you have. The number 2 center in the nation. He is a bona fide top 30 kid in the country. And oh yeah, nice cherry on top. High school teammates this year with Carlos Medlock, your point guard. Now, it's been long thought as a Michigan State versus Indiana battle. I mean, there's a rumor flying around that, hey, maybe Kansas gets back into the mix, but I mean, they have a 5-star, borderline 5-star already committed as a center to their class. Oregon making a little bit of a push here late too, so let's not kid ourselves here. Whenever Oregon's in the mix, you know that's going to take a massive financial commitment to secure a guy like Ethan Taylor, right? And from what I've heard, from what I know, from what I've read and listened to, Michigan State, I don't think that they're going to be leaving the checkbook a little empty this year. They're going for it. Like this is going to be a class that, yeah, that's where the NIL is going right here. And hey, maybe it bleeds into this other kid too. His name is Maxi Adams, Maximo Adams, top 25 kid. He's a small forward from Sierra Canyon. Now, this is going to be stiff competition to get him, too. It looks like he's a lean to North Carolina, although Texas is making a really good push. Kentucky has also made his Final Four. But, hey, when he dropped his Final Four on Monday, Michigan State was at 4th school involved. So that's another kid that visited back in September. And if you can get even just one of Ethan Taylor or Maxi Adams, even when the dust settles, like this will still be a top 5 class. Like right now, like let's say it's a 3-man class, all the dust settles, Ethan Taylor goes elsewhere, Maxi Adams goes elsewhere. Like that's still a really good class for Michigan State, probably bordering on the top 10. But man, if you get Ethan Taylor, according to the class calculator on 24/7 Sports, anything with that score, that's going to put you in the top 5 more years than not. God forbid if you get both these kids, Maxi Adams, Ethan Taylor, we're talking about an all-time class here for Michigan State. Right, like we're going back to like that 2016 class is what it was. It was like Miles Bridges, Cassius, Winston, Langford, and Ward. Like, oh my, we'd be licking chops the entire offseason. Not to speed run through this season. We're all having a good time right now. Just, boys are 1-0. Got a great Arkansas team coming to town. But, oh, man, you get those 2 kids in the class. Heck, even just one of them. This is going to be a really good one. Tom Izzo, 70 years old. Still recruiting his face off, still recruiting better than a whole lot of other teams. I mean, my God, this guy doesn't quit. You cannot bring him down. Man, so God, I'm fired up for this one. Basketball. Always on time lately for us Michigan State fans. When football's got us down in the dumps, God, there comes Tom Izzo wearing his cape, swooping down to save Spartan Nation. And Josiah Jervis has his Robin here for today. And maybe, hopefully, his Robin for the next few years to come. All right, guys. Hey, thanks a lot for tuning into this little bonus episode of Locked On Spartans. Before I leave you here, guys, hey, want to talk your ears off about FanDuel. The NBA is back, and there's no better place to get in on all the action than with FanDuel, the official sports betting partner of the NBA. Even if you miss the start of a game or you want to ride the hot hand, FanDuel has live bets on everything from who will score the next basket to the fourth quarter comebacks. Plus, you can even combine your live bets into a same-game parlay for a shot at a bigger payout. Keeps every game exciting, especially when your team is making that late push. Right now, FanDuel is giving new customers $300 in bonus bets when your first $5 bet wins. So head to FanDuel.com and sign up today to play your game with FanDuel, the official sports betting partner of the NBA. All right, guys. Hey, if you're watching on YouTube, you'll see us later tonight. We got a late-night episode with Corey Robinson of 24/7 Sports joining. That'll be more football-focused. I don't suppose we'll get into basketball, so hey, you know what? That's not going to be it for basketball for this week, though. We will be chatting with Locked On Razorbacks at the end of this week's to preview. Saturday night at Breslin Center on Fox, Spartans, Razorbacks. Izzo, Calipari, Fears, Acuff. Ooh, that's going to be a good one. Come on, just give me to Saturday already. But all right, guys, hey, until then, take care of yourselves. Love you all, especially you, Josiah Jervis. Hey, thanks a lot for committing. Appreciate it. All right, guys, go green.